Hello there. Welcome to day 3 of Testing Our Beliefs, a multi-part series. If you want to know more about what this series is about and you haven't seen the other 2 videos, I'll try to put a link below here to the first video so that you understand what's going on. Our brush tonight is special. I got a mail call from Matthew North Marting. Now, I have wanted one of his brushes for ages and ages. In my opinion, they're really finely made. He's got an older video, which he's got a newer one out now, but he's got an older video on YouTube that shows him actually take the powders and the resin, and because that's what he does. His brushes are just powder and resin before they become a brush. And he makes the blank or the round or whatever he calls it, cylinder that he carves a brush out of himself, and custom colors, and just wonderful brush. And I received this in the mail from him this evening. I don't know if the camera will pick up the absolutely beautiful colors in this brush. There's a medallion. It says BrushGuy, lather with excellence. Absolutely. Just a beautiful copper. And it looks to me root beer or brown or goldish. Got some goldish tints. When you move the brush around in the light, it shimmers. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's got a Virginia shing 22mm Silvertip knot that's just soft as all get out. Feels almost as soft as one of my synthetics. I don't know what it'll do when it gets wet, but I can't imagine it could be bad. Beautiful knot. The brush has got a wonderful weight to it, just perfect. It's just absolutely fabulous, and I'm going to shave with this and sort of review it while we do our shave. Matthew, thank you so much. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful brush. And the handle, one other thing about it, I mean, that's absolutely perfect for a bowl lather. The way that the handle is made, it's just lovely, lovely, lovely shape. All right, let me soak this a bit. Our soap tonight is the old venerable Cella. Lovely stuff. I'm going to put just a little bit of water off that brush that I set in the water soaking on top of the Cella for a minute. We are using my Muhle R41 2013 head. On this time I've got it on my Lancome new handle. Just an absolutely wonderful razor, and as always, a brand new Astra Super Platinum blade. Let me move down to the bowl, the scuttle. Beautiful. All right. Looking forward to this shave. This is day 3, but it's actually like day 5 for me, actually, with the Muhle. I shaved with it a couple of days before I started this series. And so this is actually about day 5 for me. But that's alright. The knot's wonderful in this brush. Good backbone. It splays good, though, as well. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Cella's so slick I can't hardly hold the container it came in. Love that. Fantastic. I love the way Cella just blows up. It doesn't take very much at all for this soap to begin to explode in lather. Always, as always, lovely stuff. Put a little more water in it. So hopefully you've been tuning in to these to this series. If you haven't, basically I'm testing if what I believe about the differences between an aggressive razor and a mild razor are correct. And we're going to see as we go along. Lovely. Now, normally I just use a painting stroke with brushes, but I just want to, oh, that's absolutely, that's as soft as all get out. There's not an ounce of scritch, and not anywhere. To be honest with you, there's very little scrub in that knot. It's got good backbone. It's not flopping over or anything like that, but it's fanning really well. See, I like, if you look at the way that brush opens up in a fan shape when you paint, that's what I like, and it's one of the things about a plisson knot that I really love. That's the only Badger brush I've owned that actually does that as well as a plisson does, and that I love that. But that's an absolutely lovely knot. I've not tried the Virginia Shing knots yet. That's a really nice quality knot. Absolutely. Warm the head of this razor up just a tad and we'll get moving. That's a friend of mine. We were having a conversation on Google Plus. He went to take care of a couple things. Looks like he's back. Had to watch that. I used a little bit too much pressure on my neck. Right there. You don't need any pressure with any DE. There are, when you get more advanced, there are a couple of times, depending on your face and where it is that you're shaving, that just a little bit of pressure can be beneficial. But if you're new to wet shaving, my first advice would always be no pressure. If you have a sharp blade in the razor, then it will shave you just fine without the need. This brush is absolutely fantastic. I love the way the handle is shaped. It really, really does make it wonderfully easy, whether you're bowl lathering or that little bit of circular motion that I did at the beginning to test the scritch and all of that. I would be highly comfortable with that handle if I was a face latherer. One other thing I would advocate, I know that people say it's not necessary with the DE, but if you look, you'll see me stretch my skin. Even when using a DE. My chin is always the area that I have my chin right here for some reason. Not on the jawline, but like right there. I have such a difficult time with those two spots. Well, three if you count there's two sides there. But those spots on my face, getting them smooth, even with an aggressive razor like this side does not come smooth. Now I'm sure I could hack it 4 or 5 times with this thing and I'd eventually get it really smooth. I've done that with straight razors and with more of the milder DEs, and even with a straight razor, it takes 3 or 4 passes there to really get that absolutely smooth. It's just not worth it to me to do that and treat my face that way with whatever. Straight, DE, SE don't make any difference. To me, that's a bit overkill, a little overzealous, and I like my neck and my chin. I want to keep them, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to. So, beautiful shave, though. Wonderful razor. I'm going to follow Cella up with Pinaud because it just feels right. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Very little alcohol burn. Just a little here, but you remember I went over those areas a little bit extra. But not the burn that I had yesterday, last night. Very comfortable face. Lovely. Hold on 1 second and let me clean something off. Just fantastic shave, gentlemen. I really appreciate you coming along on this with me. Lovely. Take a look at this brush. with a bit of bloom on it. That's a quick clean. I'll clean it a bit more before I put it away. But gentlemen, that is a thing of beauty. This, by the way, this brush is absolutely perfect. There's not a flaw in this brush anywhere. It's just lovely. Now that medallion that he added is just a big fat chunk of class, in my opinion. Just a beautiful brush. The knot is absolutely exceptional. Perfect loft. Everything about this brush is outstanding. I highly recommend BrushGuy. This is a dream come true for me to own one of his brushes. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming on the shave with me. God bless you. And I will see you tomorrow. Later.